Thank you for visiting our channel. Today I came out to review and also quick unbox this beautiful, big, gigantic projector. It is from a company called UUO and it's modeled +6, in another word P6. It is a big projector. It is 1080p native resolution. It has a brightness of 6000 lux, and also going through it will give you a lot of things that you really want through this projector itself. Now the box itself doesn't have much markings in it. It just have the picture and some little details in the bottom, and then going around it, it just looks exactly the same. Alright, make sure you subscribe to our channel and also share this with your friends and family, and make sure you click the notification icon so you will be notified once we have a new video out. Plus, click the like button. This way it motivates us to make these type of videos quickly for you. On top of that, if you have a question, drop them at the bottom of the video. We love to help you out ASAP. Alright, so you can see that the box is really nicely designed. It has a lot of markings around, but let's take it out and then we will show you what's included. So once you're trying to take it out, it is a gigantic box. So when you take everything out of it, alright, so it comes with this huge box, first of all, and once we try to open it, inside of it, you will see your power connector, which is the same one that you connect to your computer. And this side is the AC connector, which goes to the wall. This is created for Canada and United States. Now, if you are in a different part of the world, when you order it, you will receive the proper one for your country. The next thing you will receive is going to be the HDMI cable. And these are very self-explanatory. It is inside of a Ziploc, so you can take it out. The next thing you will get is going to be your adapter for the RCA. So this side is the 3.5 jack that will go to your projector, which we will show in a few seconds. But this side is the one that you're going to be able to connect to your older type of gaming system or to your VCR or beta tapes that if you have lying around, now we can use it. User manual. Now this is really cool. It also tells you exactly what you're going to get. And once you open it, it gives you all of the information that we are already trying to cover, which will be components inside of it. And also the functions, we will cover that in a few seconds. And then going inside of it, it also talks about some more functions, so quick start on how you're going to be able to function and fix in even Keystone, and also the focus itself is all going to be here. Other type of connections, hopefully we will cover all of them in this video. And more information here on how you're going to be able to size it. First connection, and then how you're going to be able to size it, so from the 50 inch up to 300 inch. Yes, this will cover 300 inches. And going on the other side of it is the specifications. So this is what we always trying to capture, is going to be specifications. And we're trying to give this in every video, we're trying to keep these the same. It says LCD right here, the display information, light sources LED, and it is native resolution is 1080p. It says it right there. And also you're going to be able to get supported from 576i going up to 720p, and then going up to 1080p. So the maximum resolution that it can accept is going to be 1080p. The next page will give you some notices and also some information about blurry image, remote unresponsive mobile connections, and upside down images, how you're going to be able to fix it. So we will try to capture that in this video too. And if you look in the back, this is what we always looking for, is going to be support. They have all the emails are set up, so you're going to be able to get a very quick support. And also you have their website, Twitter, and Facebook. So the remote is very generic. It's just like one of the any other remotes. But what I like is the way that they have made this. So even in a really dark room, this will lit up. Alright, the big moment. Here is the actual projector. So it is inside of a nice plastic. So this way it's not going to get that much of damage or scratch. And we're just going to take it out. That looks awesome. There you go. Alright, so with the size of this projector and the weight of it, I have to say that this is another level. So let's go through it and go around it and capture to see what type of connections we have. So from the front, you have a huge lens, which have a little cap to it. I really like that made that little noise. That means is when I take it out, I know that it's going to work perfectly. And the lens itself is bigger than the other ones that I have seen. Now going to the other side of it, you have the huge writing of the company itself. And then right on top of it is you're going to see the IR sensor. This is really mandatory to have it in the front and the back, or if there's one on the side for the IR part, so the remote works accurately for you. Now going on the one side of it, you're going to get huge little holes for the ventilation. And then if you look on this side of it, you have a really nice looking cut here, which is really good for fingerprint residues. Once you touch it, it will keep your fingerprint. But the best part is that you can see right here is a full SD card slot, which can read up to 64 gigabyte. Then you have two HDMI connections, so that means you can connect two parties onto this, or you will connect to your laptop. This will really help you out. So that means is you have two choices, not just one. With the remote, pressing source, you will be able to switch between them. Going on the other side of it, here you go. Now from this side, you're going to see that same look goes here, so it's very shiny, and you have the VGA connection, which you will be able to connect your older type of computers to it. Remember that this does not supply sound, it's just a regular picture. And you have one USB 2.0 port, so that way you can connect it to your regular USB, which I'm showing right now, so you can play your videos or pictures. And then underneath of it, you can use this also to play your videos and also pictures. But you can also use this, it says 5 volt, you can charge your phone with this. Then you have the IR sensor in the back too, which we have one in the front, and this way you will be able to use your remote very accurately with this. Right beside that, you have the AV port, which I'm just showing you right now that you will be able to connect your AV adapter so that we can connect it to your VCR or old type games. Right beside that, you have a headset jack, and this is how you will be able to connect it to your external speakers, or you will be able to hook it up to your headphones. Right underneath of it, you have a little part for the speaker, and then you have the AC connection. Then on this side, there's nothing there. And then flipping it on the other side is you're going to see more holes for ventilation. And then this part is where you're able to focus. It is very hard to focus. As you can see right now on the screen, I'm focusing. And also you will be able to play with the Keystone, so it will help you out in order for you to get a proper picture. Now there is another function which I'm going to show you on the screen once everything is on, and you will be able to see a picture which you will be able to not only go into focus and also zoom in or zoom out, but more with this projector. Alright, enough said about that part. So the top part of the projector itself, you can see that it is really nicely done. It has a nice brushed aluminum to it, and the buttons are very, very attractive. It is all in white colors, and when you see, you have the up and down, right and left, and also the OK button, and then the power button is right in the front. So just in case if you ever misplace your remote, you will be able to still play your video quickly with this. But the remote is mandatory to have. Now that's not the only thing. When you flip it all the way to the back is where you're going to see more really good things. The first thing is the little rubber feet, so that way when you put it on the floor itself or on the ground, you're not going to lose any kind of grip, and it's not going to slide back and forth. That's not the only thing. You do have the little holes, these ones, so you can hook it up upside down to your ceiling and it will work accurately for you there too. Now another best part is this little roller right here, as I'm showing you right now. When you open it, you will be able to place it on the table, really nice, and also it is not going to give you a really weird angle, so that way you can play your videos. Now remember, in order for this to really work, you need about 1.5 meters before you can get something on the screen, but it is starting roughly about 50 inches before it goes up to a bigger screen. Now we turned off all the lights, and now you can see how brilliant it will look in total darkness. So the light is reflecting right now, as you can see my hand, right from the projector to the wall. And it is roughly about 2.5 meters, and I am getting about 105 inches. So this looks really, really cool. All right, so now you can see that I am directly on the screen. The remote is right here, and we will be going into menu, which is right here. So I am just going to point it to the screen, and we're going to click. Did you see I didn't point it back on the actual projector, but rather directly pointed at the screen, and now we are inside of the menu. So inside of menu, these are the main options that you will see. First thing is going to be picture, which you're going to be able to play with your picture mode, also with the temperature, and then the next thing is going to be aspect ratio, and we will be showing that in a few seconds with our VHS. The next part is the noise reduction. We're going to always leave it on the middle, and then we're going into front desk. That means we just have it in the back, and we're going to project in the front. Now if you want to hold the projector upside down in the ceiling, then this is where you're going to go in order for it to fix. And you can see the names are written perfectly, saying front on desk, rear on desk, front on ceiling, and rear on ceiling. So this way you will be able to get a proper picture. There you go. You can see it just flipped right now upside down. So if you have it on the ceiling, it will be still looking beautiful. Now if you want to see its rear and you want to project it something from the back, this will look perfectly too. But this is the one we're going to play with, so we will click back, which is going to be this one. And now the next part on the menu itself that we want to go to is going to be the AV mode or HDMI mode. So you can click on that, and this way you're going to be able to get the audio video, or if you hook it up to a PC. Now the next part is going to be sound. Remember that it has one speaker and it is very loud. You can balance it to go to the right or to the left. I always leave it on 0 because it sounds beautiful with that. And then going next is going to be volume on or off. I always leave it off because I can control it through my Android boxes or computer itself when I'm going to connect to this. Then the next part is going to be your main options, which is going to be English, and you can go through it. If just going to cover this in a couple of seconds. After a few things, it's called Keystone, but you can see that you can also update your software if there's one available. Through them, you can come here and do that. The next part is going to be time, and this is where you're going to be able to click on this and you can set up a time for 1 hour or 10 minutes up to 90 minutes, and then it will just turn off by itself, which is another really cool thing to have. All right, so here you go. This is called Keystone. Now this projector have a little bit above and beyond Keystone settings. So let's go to it. Can see that starting from horizontal calibration, when you go to the right, it will pan down that side. Now that's not the only thing. You can see that it is really cool. It is still in focus. And now if we want to come back to 0, and you want to do the same thing for the top part, for vertical, for it to pan down, it's beautiful. It's still in focus. Now if we want to make this come back into 0, so that way we have it straight on the screen, because I want to make sure everything is right. Going down, this is the best part. I never seen any other projector on my hand that I can process this. It's called rotate. So if we click on it, you can see that it totally rotates. I know that the screen gets smaller and smaller because we have to project it that way, but did you see it's 50 plus rotation? And we're still in focus. There you go. You can also have the auto adjust on or auto adjust off. Now if you want to reset it, you just have to click on reset and everything goes back to normal. So if I have this on, say for example 6, and this one is going to be 6, so this way everything is cool. Let's go back. There you go. And now if we want to go and rotate it to a little bit, and you thinking this is totally wrong, and let's go reset it all at once, you just have to click it one time and it just resets itself back to regular screen. That's awesome. This is what we want out of these type of projectors. And again, with the price that it comes in, this is going to do the job accurately for you. Now we're not that far from it, but you can see that just the fan noise from this is the number once I go quiet. The sound of fan and the sound of the movie.
focus.
Alright, you can see now that what we have processed is zooming in to the screen to almost extreme limit to see if we can see any kind of pixel. And yes, it is visible, but it's not very visible where we're standing. And then once we pan out, it looks beautiful. It is very vibrant. With the 6000 lux, this would look awesome even with the light on. I do not want to forget that they have one more feature that I really fell in love with, is going to be your turn on and turn off button on this. When you're turning it off, they have this feature that will blink a few times. That means it is safe turned off, so you do not have to really unplug it from the wall. So you can see that the voice looks awesome, how it is, everything shows up on the screen. You have the letterbox nicely set up, and once you press menu, you're going into aspect ratio, you're going to click on it, and now you will be able to zoom in or zoom to, which you have a little bar on the top and also in the bottom. You can also make it as a 16:9, or you want to change it to 4:3, which is an actual picture that we're going to get out of this VHS that I'm playing right now. And going to auto is going to take you back to 16:9. So if you want to set it up that way, you're going to press the back button, which is right here. Then you have the full screen. So there you go. Once you have it right here, this is really cool. You can use your remote, which is right here, as you can see it. And now you will be able to bring the volume down a little bit or take the volume up a little bit. So this way you're going to be able to see the picture properly. But again, this is from a VHS, so you will see some grains, like as I'm looking at it right now on a regular naked eye. But once you look at it on the screen itself and how I'm capturing it, it may mush out some things from the camera itself to look a lot vibrant and colorful and really nice. Again, this is all done by VHS itself. So this is a beautiful, really big, again, it is 6000 lux light to it, and it is really good in regards to how it stands up with the big name projectors. This will do the job for you accurately if you want to play games and more. So if you do want to purchase one, links will be available in the bottom. Except that, make sure you visit our website, which is xctex.info, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and other social networking places, and thank you.